This piss alley argument is really pissing me off, right? And I'll tell you why.
Yes or no?
No, I don't want to hear no lawyer remarks.
I've never said I'm in support
of
it.
Here we go.
What I said is I'm more in support of that than pissing in the garden.
So you're saying pissing on a human is better than pissing on a fucking tree?
Wait. When has that ever been a
92nd minute winner!
Alright, you lot, we are finally back on Wafflin. It's Malfoy, dressed as Malfoy, and Luke Martin and Weller. Now, obviously, we missed out last week, but we are back for a big one, and you're excited, aren't you, Theo?
Are we going to go into why we missed out, or are we just passing over it?
We missed out because Theo got glassed. He had a glass thrown at him by a Wafflin Mafia member.
Now I'm taking comfort in a character, so I can't be myself.
Basically, yeah, no, seriously, like this was dodgy and it was very serious. I know we laugh about it and it is a joke,
it was
but
quite...
I'm just going to quickly play the clip of where we were. So this is it. So we were on tour. By tour we were in. We were in a van going to Cornwall to basically just spend some time together. Okay, and on our journey we decided to go to a Wetherspoons. We thought, let's let's try and find some local snatch.
No,
I did not mean
in your
that.
head, yes, and me and Luke said it was, let's go for a nice local pint in Exeter.
Yeah, we basically just wanted to go for a drink as us, not meet anyone else. And what actually happened is we met a lot of people that knew who we were because it was right next to a university.
It was basically full of 1,000 18-year-olds. It was even when we rocked up, and you can see, people outside, they were mingling. It looked like an American house party.
Mate, it looked sick. Like, it was so ideal. We were like, this is going to be crazy. We've got a hotel booked. We can have we can't have an after party because of social distancing.
But you were eyeing it up and thinking, prime,
you had a room
snack.
to yourself.
I had a hotel room that I was, because this is the thing as well. And I know, on paper, it's like social distancing. Let's promote that. But at the same time, we did decide to go out. So we were already planning to be in the presence of others. Anyways, we get inside and it was all hell broke loose.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say, Mr. Wetherspoon, you're not keeping track in your pubs.
Yeah, I mean...
It was outrageous. It was carnage. Yeah. I've never seen anything like it.
Never. And that's the thing, we're used to going out, as the boys. Did I say We're used to going out as the boys and there being some adults, some young people, but we never really get molested. No. What? No, not molested.
Not molested.
What's the word?
Targeted?
Harassed.
Definitely not molested.
No way. So we never get harassed, but this was on another level. And at first it was Theo. Then it progressed to pedo.
See, I'm one to disagree. I only ever heard Theo.
So they were calling Theo a paedophile.
Or were they calling you a pedo?
Maybe. But either way, it was wrong. And then the way it was then followed up with someone throwing a glass at your skull.
I didn't even see it coming.
I did, though.
See, you and Luke saw if I saw that person...
What would you have done, Theo?
I don't know if you noticed, since that happened, I actually stood up.
What, were you going to do shit? Were you going to start
I was trying to see who did it, because then I just wanted to see him in the eyes and say, you are a fucking pussy.
In fairness, it is easy. It's easy.
I look like I was going to cry.
It's easy to stand up when you've got three humongous bouncers in front of you.
Yeah, me and Luke.
You from
the
everyone.
ex-Iranian army general.
Yeah, so we had the whole of the bouncer squad of the Wetherspoons sort of protecting us, which I didn't like. I think that created more beef and more conflict.
Happen.
No, it did. It did need to happen because of the whole social distancing and all of that. Bottom line is we shouldn't have gone there. We shouldn't have gone out because knowing that we do have the potential to cause a ruckus.
But in our defence, in Seaford, going to the shore is it's actual social distancing.
Yeah, but as well, everyone knows that we're just wankers in our area, whereas people that have never sort of, we were in an area that wasn't necessarily riddled with YouTubers where it was the done thing to see a YouTuber out and about.
If we went to the other Wetherspoons on the other side of town, it would have been full of old blokes and we would have been a lot quieter. We just happened to choose the Weatherspoons that usually host 2,000 to 3,000 university students.
Yeah, exactly.
Backfired.
Yeah, exactly that. And look, at the end of the day, like most of them were lovely, kind people and supportive. They were actually all like, we love the podcast, which is the best compliment that you can give any of us boys. You know, fuck the main channel.
I did at one point think you were gonna, you know, go home with a little chica.
When was that?
Luke didn't see it when you were giving that fucking really, really dodgy sex wink. Like, it was fucked.
Wait, what?
Because in your head, I bet you thought you were so cool.
And this has got to be a new tactic because I've
But
never seen you give the wink before.
In your head, you were like, "This is working a treat." Every wink is one drip coming out.
Oh.
Wait, but you know what I mean? Like, you actually thought you were hard, but really you looked like this guy.
Look, right? So it was just a subscriber.
And her boyfriend.
No. I don't think they were together. Were they together?
Oh, yeah.
It looked like they were.
Oh, very much so. As in, he got jealous of you winking.
Did he?
Yeah, he definitely hated it.
I think he loved you as much as she did, if I'm honest.
So this is the thing. Wait, I'll come back to this. But this happens quite frequently when you get couples that go, "Oh, we love watching your videos. We love watching your podcast." And it's like the guy is a big fan and the girl is also a big fan. And
really
and
big
you
fan.
can almost see that she enjoys me. And I often think if I suggested we all go for a three-way, they might be up for it. Is that fucked up? That's fucked. No, I shouldn't. Oh, maybe. Who gives a fuck?
You know, because in your head, it's happening.
No,
and
no,
it doesn't
no.
matter if it's another boy.
This isn't every couple. No, because that makes me
in
also.
your,
Wait, hold up. Because I'm not a predator.
Well,
But no, I'm not, and I refuse to be called this.
yeah, I know, I agree with you, but I'm going to stop you right here.
All right.
Because you're going to come out and say, I don't think I can shag everyone, but we all know that
You do.
deep down, you feel like you could pull anyone.
Except
Except if they're in a happy relationship, and you did keep saying that.
I have spoken about this sort of game that you and I have on the podcast before, where like we see a couple and they maybe come up to you and the girl's like, "Oh, you know, I love you," and then I'm like, "Do you reckon you could steal her from him?" And you're always just like, "Obviously, mate. Obviously, I could."
It's only a joke.
At the end of the day, you know, no, I'm going to freaking stand up for myself here because I'm already getting attacked. Right? We're 9 minutes in. I'm not having it. Listen, I am not this wanker that believes that every girl fancies me. I've cleared this up before. I don't, mate. All I say is that I enjoy flanter. And all I do is just say, "Oh, that girl seemed nice." And you twist my words. And you twist my words that, "Oh, Joe, you think you could get with everyone," to try and paint me out as a nasty fellow.
2 points I got here.
What?
Point number one, in his defence, she left the conversation by saying, "You're very handsome."
No, handsome. You got loads of ham sandwiches in your pocket, mate. No, listen. No, what she said is this blonde girl.
After the sex eyes.
This was in Weatherspoons. Basically, she was saying, "Oh, I love your videos," and doing a lot of eye contact in a certain way that I describe as sex eyes.
And that as well.
And a little bit of that. And she concluded her statement with, "Oh, you're actually stunning."
Oh, she's stunning, not handsome.
So
That's
at
a
that
strange
point,
one.
I gave a little wink.
The second wink. Possibly the third.
Okay, throughout the conversation, I kept doing this
And
wink.
meanwhile, you're having this dodgy conversation. Her boyfriend's like next to him, standing awkwardly. I'm just sitting across, baffled as to what is going on.
No, I was. So you're saying that I firstly don't believe that was her boyfriend. Boys and girls can be friends.
Yeah.
No, I believe that that's what was going on. Yeah. So that was just a friend that also watched my videos, and she came over to be pleasant towards me and offer some nice compliments, of which, of course, you are going to twist round as, "Oh, I was being opportunistic and giving these scary winks."
What do you mean, twist? That's a literal fact of what happened.
You're all wankers. You are all wankers.
There's no way of hiding it.
Yeah, okay, and I was angry at that point because I thought there could have been something there. And it was sort of at that point that it turned sour and the whole of this pub sort of started chanting at us and we got taken away. Anyways, we had to go home early. You would have seen it all if you followed us on the Wafflin Podcast Instagram, but if you don't, then you missed out. So follow it immediately after this.
It was one of them dodgy ones that like I wanted to record it, and I know Luke did, but at the same time, if we got our phones out, I think it would have even gone worse.
It would have egged them on to be more... Because, mate, the thing is, it wasn't... Obviously, there were supporters saying, Weller, Malfoy, Luke. But there were also ones that you could hear going... Weller is a wanker. He's a fucking pussy. And that obviously wanted to do some harm. And we had just been notified by the bouncer that there had been a stabbing that night, that bouncer had his calf bitten from...
That was a different night.
On a different night. Yeah. But apparently this was some dodgy Mate, sort of
he said
area.
That like 90% of people, just carry knives.
Yeah, it's like most people in... It was like most people in here right now probably have knives, so we want to keep you safe.
Yeah, we were like... Right, thanks, mate.
No, he said, when he bit my calf off, we had 74 stitches.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was a little bit scary. But overall, like, the people of Exeter, we understand that most of you are kind, lovely, and supportive.
Do you remember when we were locked away in the safe room? It was like, just come in from taking a guy out the window. Yeah, someone put themselves through a window. Was that... that wasn't trying to get to us, was it? I don't think so.
I don't believe so. But still, the fact that that's going on somewhere else... This place was chaotic.
Banging on the door. Please we barricaded the door.
Shout out the staff that did help us.
Yeah, what was his name? Really Damien? I wasn't No, what was his name?
I don't know.
He's like the head of security at that.
At Wetherspoons. It was the Imperial. It was called the Imperial, which in Exeter.
Yeah.
So shout out your security team.
Someone who worked there actually messaged me.
We'll get on that. We'll get on that. But I just want to move on to this next little topic that I've written down. Now, I was on the Wafflin Instagram last night, interacting with fans, as I do, and someone brought it to my attention that the TV character that I deeply fancy, right, this lady, Maeve Wiley, she, in the series, is 16 years old and goes to school.
When was this filmed?
What do you mean? What?
No. She's not 16
so
in real life.
The actress is 24 years
but
old.
You fancy a 16-year-old character?
No.
We do. No, 100%. I saw you try to defend yourself on the Instagram by saying, but the actor is X years old.
She's 24.
But you don't fancy the actor.
Yeah, you fancy Maeve Wiley and she's 16.
You fancy young 16-year-old Maeve.
That's like saying this, right? You play dress up. Right? Look at you. You definitely get, you're dressed in school uniform right now. You're telling me you don't get dressed up like that and go to town with your missus. Exactly. That's exactly what you do. So technically, your missus fancies schoolboys. You're literally a wizard that goes to school.
Except I don't dress up like this, and you do fancy a 16-year-old.
No, the point I'm making is that she's just literally dressing up in school uniform.
No, because she is behaving as a 16-year-old as well. Do you know what I mean?
She's not. No, she's not.
It's characteristics.
Her character is a 16-year-old.
I fancy a 24-year-old that is portraying a confident individual.
No, because you like the characteristics of the character.
Let's take it down to a T. Your preferred female type.
Yeah.
Young.
No, whoa, fucking hell, mate.
Let's not get us shut down.
Okay, I'm not. Look, you're trying to paint me out as an actual nonce, and I'm not. I'm definitely not. I'm not that, obviously.
Petite.
Petite, mate. I go for my age.
You couldn't even say that with a straight face.
What I do?
All right, fine.
18. It's fair to say, typically you will look for 18 to 20.
I don't go... No, listen. I don't aim for anything. I go... No, if people enjoy one another and they're both of legal age, then go for it. That's what I recommend to anyone. Now, granted, some of the individuals that I just so happen to enjoy and they enjoy my presence, they're maybe sort of 19, 20, 21.
Yeah!
No, they are.
Yeah, they are.
They're not all 18 like
no,
you're trying to...
They're not, guys, come on.
You're a dickhead. And I'm not going to have that. So, what are we going on about?
Maeve Wiley being a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah. That's that. In my opinion, I fancy, she's a 24-year-old individual. I forgot the fact that she's even playing a character that's going to school. I literally just think that her being confident and she's 24. Then
No.
Oh no. Okay, go on.
Okay, wait.
Shut down.
So if you're really just into the actor, why don't you just DM her and try and get to know her?
Well, this is another point.
I like the character. Okay, I like the character of Maeve Wiley, but because she's very confident and filthy.
That's not how you described her.
What did I describe her as?
I can't repeat it.
No, go on, say it.
No, it would paint you in a bad light.
No, but what did I say?
What, in the group chat?
What did I say?
You really
in your opinion, what did I say?
What? Okay, you called her...
Just say it.
You called her a nice, confident slag.
That's not the words.
No, I fucking didn't.
That's what I know.
I called her a nice, confident slag.
I said you. I said. Yeah, no, you didn't. No, I'm lying.
What, mate? No, because this whole episode thus far, I feel like I've been portrayed wrongly, and I there's no way that I would have come out and said she's a nice, confident slag.
What is it? Like you can't remember it.
I said,
look,
Nah, we're gonna have fallen out here.
We did have. What I will say is, we did also talk about another thing, which is quite exciting at the possibility of. Joe wanted her on the podcast.
I think that would be a great idea.
The issue is that she's probably a very artsy drama school type of person, and she won't actually be a character. So, would you like her to come on as a human being that she is, or would you like her to come on as like her character?
You know, the nice confident slag.
Must not break character.
No, because then she's playing a 16-year-old.
So is that what you want?
No. Maybe we should move on. Now, boys, just to interrupt this episode, I want to ask sort of the general public, have you ever sort of been searching online for something that you really don't want anyone else to know about? Yeah, because I may have done it a few times. And you may be thinking, Joe, why don't you use incognito mode? It'll hide everything. But it does not.
It doesn't.
It really doesn't. And that is why ExpressVPN is what I use to keep myself completely hidden when I'm on the web. And not only that, but did you realise, Malfoy, that your internet provider can take your information and sell it to ad companies?
No.
Like literally, they can take it all and sell it on.
Really?
Which ExpressVPN stops. Like, keeps you protected.
That's class.
That is just class. It obviously reroutes your internet connection through their secure servers so that your internet service provider can't see the sites you visit.
That's very important for Joe.
On a real, your bank account has been hacked so many times. You should be using something like this.
Well, now I do. And it's amazing.
Exactly. And ExpressVPN also keeps all of your information secure by encrypting 100% of your data. On top of that, most of the time, I don't even realise I'm using it because ExpressVPN, it just runs seamlessly in the background. It's just a button that you press once and you're protected.
I've got it on my phone and my computer, my laptop, the lot, and I literally don't even realise I'm using it. One button and it stays on forever.
Exactly that. So guys, if you want to join us and be protected by ExpressVPN, and not only that, but use ExpressVPN to put yourself wherever you want in the world so you can access shows, websites that are only available in certain countries. Then get 3 extra free months using our special link, expressvpn.com/wafflin.
That is expressvpn.com/wafflin.
Yeah, and then when you get a 1-year package, you will get 3 free extra months, which is like class. So shout out ExpressVPN. They have sponsored this episode.
They actually are heroes. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode. Let's get back to it.
I've come up with a lot of questions for this episode thus far. And this next one is, so a girl in your local area has the same last name as you. You have no idea who she is, right? But she's quite fit. Is this risky? Do you go for it?
Oh, because of like, brother-sister stuff.
Yeah, somewhere down the line, she may be related. You know, for example, there's not many Wellers.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Well, do you know?
Well, I saw it on someone's story, someone Weller in the local area.
Really?
Yeah. You watch the exact same story as me.
Look, I may have seen someone with the last name Weller.
Was it on the Instagram account?
That's exactly, that's exactly where it was. But listen, I rarely see people with the same last name as me. And therefore, instantly I think, surely we're related somehow.
Somehow.
And the fact that she must have been, from the local area, for me, is that a bit risky? What do you think of the viewers back home? Comment right now.
In an actual sense, it's not risky. But in like a public sense, if it comes out Joe Weller is dating Mandy Weller,
Yeah.
brothers, sisters,
Brothers?
cousins, everyone's going to be looking into, wow.
Yeah, like on the YouTube scene, imagine
Yeah.
you drop a picture of you two on Instagram and it's like, my new girlfriend.
Me
like,
and at Mandy Weller.
Yeah, like everyone's like, what, are you married? And then you're like, no.
no, we're just cousins.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, surely there's got to be some risk of incest. But say if you've got the last name Smith, very known, like common name, what if that, like, you find someone with also the last name Smith?
It's just
like,
peak, innit?
Surely there's got to be that sort of worry.
What, you take the surname when you get engaged? Smith.
I think you can't be afraid to.
If you've
got a common surname like Smith, you're not going to be like, oh, I'm not being with them.
If you love someone, related. Yeah, if you love someone and they have the same surname as you, yes, it's a bit dodgy for the public eye, but it's fine. You're not cousins. It's fine.
And maybe if you do want to, take it further, get a blood test, DNA test.
I ain't slid in the DMs or nothing, lad.
Have you like ancestry or anything?
Oh no, I ain't researched it. But overall, one other thing I want to bring up regarding our Instagram. Whenever I put out, can people send in questions? The most common question is asking who's got the biggest knob. Like, they all want to know like what our knob size is, and I just want to know, like, why do you think that is? Like, why do people keep asking?
People want to
that?
compare their own knob size with someone who's like 24 and a little bit older.
Is it
perhaps?
Is it also a bit twisted in that they sexualize us? Because obviously we had an email come in as well, a guy that says, look, whenever I listen to the podcast, I'm at work and it actually turns me on when you guys start speaking about sexual things.
Yeah, but we're not turning him on.
No, but what if we are, mate?
No, it's the subject.
That he's thinking about your knob.
No, he's not. Please don't say that.
But mate, that could be a thing. Because like, if we're sitting here talking about sexual things, I want to know, do any viewers actually, do they cancel the YouTube tab and then go straight onto X videos or something?
Type in waffling on.
No, but as in like, when you're scrolling on the internet and, often, you can't not end up having a wank. That's what some people say.
Every time you're on the internet, I can't.
Not me, because obviously I don't wank.
Except when you have your relapses.
I did have a relapse.
Turbo.
It is sort of like, how you boys talk about being on Instagram and you come across the odd picture.
It just gets you going.
It's a downward spiral, isn't it?
I don't know about that.
Is it not the same as if we're talking about these sexual encounters, be it ours or a viewer's?
Yeah.
That is perhaps something that is going to turn someone on if
it's
we're
like,
talking about it.
It's erotic.
Yeah, that is it.
Yeah, we're very erotic.
Fan mail. What was the what do they call it when
fan fiction?
Fan fiction.
Yeah.
Have we had fan fiction?
He's definitely had some about him.
Oh yeah, no, I've had quite a few.
Wasn't it you and like Casper Lee?
Me and Casper Lee read it out for a video, and it gets very dark. It gets very twisted,
especially when you consider the age of some of those fans writing this fan fiction.
Well, yeah, but that's also the other thing I think about waffling. I need to stop saying that phrase.
Just accept it.
I mean, that's another thing I brought up on the Instagram. You need to follow it because we have all our conversations there. But do any of you guys have this thing where you keep saying the same sort of mannerism?
Like a tick.
You get something in your head and it is almost like a verbal tick. Like that, I keep saying that. No. I can't not say it now.
Now everyone's saying it.
And now, how many of you have started saying, from listening to it on Wafflin? Because a lot of people said that they have. And this
thing, you've all
like, come on. Let me talk about this little tosser.
Wait, go on.
Explain it for the listeners.
If you see this, you want to punch it in the face.
Mate. Wait, so that's the doll I had made.
The doll.
My U2's official figurine.
How did that go?
So there's this one. Well, let me just quickly give a bit of context here. So this figurine.
And describe it for audio platform.
If you're listening on audio, it is a little doll that I got to design that's meant to look like me. Does it? Well, basically, obviously, I got told how many we sold.
Obviously, you're big, famous Joe Weller, 5 million
No,
subs.
but bear in mind, I have wanted to know this figure for quite a while because there's been a fair bit going on behind the scenes that we won't talk about, but I've been desperate to know this figure.
And look, they are cool. Lots of people have them and they sell a lot for some people.
Basically, the issue
Single?
What?
Single figures?
No. Okay, I'm going to reveal how many we sold. We sold 213.
Oh, that's more than I thought.
That is a lot.
Is that more than I thought?
More than I thought. That
Wait,
is a
what?
lot.
I was expecting 7.
7.
No,
That's what I
because
thought. I
Jenny's
thought
bought about 8.
No, I thought 12. My mum bought 5. What?
So you told 207.
Well, yeah, no, 213. But
How many
mate,
did you buy?
that is no. I haven't bought any, but that is very bad. And basically, like, yeah, I got in trouble a little bit because it was, you know, but it was very much under what was expected.
What was the
So if
expected?
I don't know, but obviously I did get like an upfront fee for designing it and making it, and then it's sort of like, well, you've not sold anywhere near what you were meant to, so we're angry at you, Joe.
Please go buy them.
Please.
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 Has this ever happened before? Like
What?
with the
Merchandise.
kitty.
Oh, yeah, so you remember when I made the song Kitty? You're a kitty. No, kitty, take a
Which
seat.
banged? It banged. That
Fucking
song.
loads of millions of views. I obviously released T-shirts alongside those.
Didn't you?
And I ordered 30,000 of them. 30,000 of these kitties that basically just had my cat's face on it.
30. In your defence, it was prime sniper.
What do you mean, prime?
So you were in your prime there.
Yeah, but that's proof that no matter how big you are, you cannot sell shit.
Well, that wasn't shit.
I don't think you thought they were shit, but like to look at, they were.
Okay, they
not
weren't.
good.
They weren't visually
And
pleasant.
that's what I mean. I'm not saying you were just pumping out shit for the sake of it. I'm saying you look at them, and they were terrible to look at. That's my point.
No, you weren't pumping out shit.
30,000 people. You're not going to find 30,000
Wait,
people
so
that
we
want to wear your cap.
We sold like 7,000 of them.
So where are the other?
We gave them to
23,000?
charity. I gave the stock to charity because
They said
we couldn't sell them. No, they took them in. But basically, yeah, that was I made a loss overall. I made a loss on
Yeah,
those.
30,000 t-shirts
Yeah, it
must
was
not be
stupid. Yeah,
must
it
not be cheap.
cost a lot of money to get them made. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's always a risk. Like when you release some merchandise, eventually we want to release some Wafflin merchandise, and hopefully we make a profit on it.
Hopefully.
You know, that would be great. But on that topic, I do want to say, guys, if any of you fancy, you know, doing all the work for us, just basically thinking of some logo designs or t-shirt designs, and if you do it really well, we might pick it and just use
So
it.
what we want you to do is do all our work for us for free.
No, but it's just we're trying to design some merch because I think it would be really cool to have some Wafflin merch. But it's, you know, it's challenging to think of something that is unique and not just crap.
But that also ties in quite nicely with, because when we want to drop it,
Yeah.
it's sort of hopefully going to coincide with something very big that we're working on at the moment, if you want to go into that.
With the mafia?
Yeah, I'll touch on it a little bit. Basically, we've had one meeting, but it was a very powerful meeting.
Oh wait, I haven't even.
Okay, you weren't there, and you don't know anything that happened in the meeting.
Nothing.
But we'll tell you everything. But basically, yeah, we had a meeting with some guys that are basically developers at website, you know, develop nerds is what they're doing. No, I give it. They're
very
top
clever
blokes.
people.
Yeah, they were really
They are.
nice and good blokes, and I liked them. Anyways, we had a meeting with them about making our own platform for our exclusive Wafflin Mafia Club. So basically, what Logan Paul's doing with the Maverick Club, but a lot better.
So much better.
So much better, and we're going to be able to have it on our own platform. So not Patreon or some other generic service. It's going to be our own, and we're going to tailor it to exactly what you guys would desire, what we would desire. So it's much more of that sort of like personal experience.
I think the key thing is the personalised experience.
Yeah.
Getting to know you one-on-one.
Yeah.
So it made it sound dodgy, but it's true.
Yeah,
That is essentially
It's very
it.
true. It's very true.
Ultimately, what we want to be able to do is provide an experience where each individual that is signed up does get that interaction with the boys personally.
Yeah, so it's not just going to be you sign up and then you're just paying for, I don't know, to get some articles come through of this is what the boys have been up to. Nah, it's going to be more about we actually want to speak with you. We actually want to interact with you. And we're not looking to do loads and loads and loads of numbers. We want this to be intimate. So, we're buzzing for it and we're working on it. Hopefully in September is when it should come to life.
Do we touch on what's going on through August, or are we not allowed to say anything?
Okay. I mean,
is it? We're taking a break.
Basically, I mean, essentially, I'm going on this TV show through the month of August. That classic, I can't reveal too much about.
Very YouTuber.
Yeah, very YouTuber. But it means that we're not going to be able to film Wafflin for a month, unfortunately. But this TV show that I'm going on is like the experience could be life-changing for me personally. So that's why I really want to do it. So when we come back, we want to come back with a bang and it be the Wafflin Mafia exclusive club along with banging frequent episodes, new things. But yeah, we'll go into it. Just all I say is make sure you're following the Wafflin Instagram because that's where things are going to come out first, news, etc.
Also, and that also will stay active.
Yeah, that will stay very active. Like even when I'm filming the TV show, I'm going to be on that because I'm going to need it. Like mentally, whenever I'm on there talking to you guys, you have no idea how good that is for me up here. So thank you.
And one thing I will say is that I think we'll look at getting a couple of guests, but the main person we want is a female.
Yeah.
So if you know any female that will be down to come on here and speak to us,
it has to be.
I will be so well on that.
We need a certain type of female. We need someone
very open.
Yeah, we need someone that isn't gonna not want to open up.
Alpha mentality.
So wait, so are you saying the female version of
you?
Huh? No, is that what you're saying?
Very confident, cocky.
Yeah. Did you say I'm cocky?
You are, yeah.
So I have a bit of self-belief, and that means I'm
twisting the words.
So you want to demote?
There's nothing wrong with being cocky. There is when you're over cocky, but I don't think you're over cocky.
I tried to do it in a bants way.
Yeah. No, you're fine. But who's the female version of you?
Maeve Wiley.
No. She's not.
She's not real, Joe.
She's not real. She's a TV character.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you know anyone, or you are that one.
What, are you saying they have to be someone in the public eye or just a random Buxton Army member?
Yeah, who's confident.
We're going to get a random individual that we don't know.
Well, they might lie to us that I'm really confident. And
I'm 18. Trust me, I'm 18.
Got a bit personal.
No. Anyway.
What's that? What's the time?
Oh, God. Right. Should we go into some actual viewer questions now? I'll hit you with some. Right. Let us go with... Hello, waffling lads. I love pissing in my kitchen sink. It makes me feel free, relieved.
Free.
Because it's so easy and quick. But I don't know if this is wrong because my family uses this sink to prepare food, wash their hands, and wash the dishes. Have any of you ever gone through a sink pissing stage? So I'm going to be totally open and honest. I used to piss behind the back of the sofa as a child.
Wait, I thought we were going to touch on your whole garden pissing thing.
Oh, well, let's start
as on the carpet? Like a dog. The animal.
Yeah.
Could they not smell it?
I don't know.
Wait, did they find out?
Yeah.
Well, they found out when it fucking stunk. Fucking piss everywhere.
I did a number.
You got out of hand.
No, I did a number 2 as well.
You shat on your carpet.
How old?
You've actually, how old? How long ago?
I thought I was 7.
You're a liar. How old?
No, I was a young...
so, 7 years old, people know not to shit.
Yeah, you're potty trained by 7 years old.
Yeah. And then obviously nowadays, which this is something I see no problem with, I have a tree in the garden.
You're a fucking dog. You're a dog. You're a dog. He puts his right leg up and fucking pisses on the tree. And calls it the garden piss.
No, I just go for a garden piss by the tree. I just do that. But I think that's fine.
It's come from you shitting on your carpet and thinking it's okay.
This is systemic. This
is like the same with the guy who pisses in the sink. He said it's quick and easy. So is a fucking toilet.
No. Because obviously my toilet is upstairs, and if I'm working out in the garden, it's there, isn't it?
So just get your downstairs toilet fixed.
Yeah, but listen.
Even if it was, he wouldn't use it.
If you actually analyse it, right? So you're going outside, it's nature. That's where you go for a wee. It's in outside. That's where it ends up. That's what I'm saying. Oh, you're going to piss in your house where you sleep. Is that where you're going to... Right,
What the fuck are you talking about? You're pissing in a toilet, in a bathroom that is in your house. That goes into the sewer.
Yeah, but as in, do you see a problem with doing it in the garden?
Look,
Yes, when your toilet is inside.
look, I see both arguments. I see both sides. And I have pissed in the garden, but I'd still think that using the toilet is the right thing to do.
I think if you're in your... No,
for example, no,
because Joe is glossing over this, because bear in mind, if he's sitting in his living room watching TV and he needs a piss, he'll go outside and go for a piss. He won't go upstairs to the toilet.
Luke, I don't think we're in any position to talk.
Why?
Think about it. You get off the bus. Instead of going to Wetherspoons, you go to Piss Alley.
Yeah, you go to Piss Alley all the
Piss Alley.
time, mate.
If you're from Brighton, you know full well what Piss Alley is.
Yeah.
There is a huge difference
Is there,
between being stuck on a bus after drinking like 4 cans.
You literally piss on someone's property, mate.
Yeah.
You're pissing up someone's house.
Vandalism.
And you do that all the time. All the time.
In front of a
just point at me.
in
Like,
front of a
we're all
CC
guilty
in front of a
here.
CCTV camera, and everyone has to go like this.
Yeah. So you're having a go at me for pissing on the grass on my own property, yet you do it
Yes.
on someone else's building.
That's absolutely
Yeah, I'm the bad guy.
I'm saying what you're doing isn't normal.
Done you a massive favour,
You're
eh?
actively making a choice to go outside your own garden rather than piss upstairs in your toilet.
Have you ever been in bed and just thought, you know what? I deserve a garden piss tonight. So instead of going to
Wait, have you ever done
No. I have an ensuite. So, so I am.
You have 3 toilets in your room, in your house, sorry.
And you go outside up against a tree, right?
Like a dog.
No, because this piss alley argument is really pissing me off, right? And I'll tell you why.
Here he goes.
He's really angry
Camera
now.
skips piping up.
If I was in my house. If I was in my house and I left my house and went and pissed on my next door neighbour's house, that would obviously be...
So this is something that you defend. When people were chucking their cigarette butts in my garden, you said, yeah, that's fine. I let people do that in my house. You said that's fine, but pissing in the garden is not allowed.
Hey, I don't think you'd ever let anyone do that in your
So
house.
I just want to get out. Do you
just ping a cigarette?
No. do you defend that throwing cigarette butts in someone's garden is okay?
So, not if they...
Lawyer.
No.
He's gonna say what he said
But he
in
still
the
hasn't
group chat.
defended. He's still.
Oh, wait, let him talk.
Prior to... Because bear in mind, like the individuals that were throwing cigarette butts in your garden, there was no prior knowledge that you didn't want it.
I said, can you not throw any cigarettes in the garden? I said that to everyone when they first came in, because people have done it previously, and it's always the first thing I think of. So I did say something. My point
If you
is
had
that
told people and they did it, obviously that is
but it was
incorrect.
the fact that in the morning, mate, you were justifying why that's okay. Why it's okay. Oh, mate, it's just cigarette butts, of course. It's my fucking garden.
Yeah, I'm just saying...
So don't backtrack now, mate.
No. What I'm saying is, it is quite a normal thing for people to just ping them in the
I
garden.
don't know about this one, boys. I don't know.
So
about
I think that is actual scum and the height of disrespect if to throw cigarette butts in someone's garden.
you had to
But you're
choose.
pissing in your garden.
Wait,
Yes!
here's what I'm saying.
Wait,
if you had to choose,
Wait, hold
That
up.
makes no
So
sense.
you're literally saying pissing, something that literally disappears, it's water essentially, pissing in the garden is the equivalent of throwing cigarettes in someone's garden. Is that actually what you're saying?
I'm saying that pissing
Yes
in
or
the
no?
garden is worse.
No, I don't want to hear no
It's
lawyer
worse.
remarks.
Yeah.
What? So something that doesn't disintegrate?
No.
So something.
I'm
cigarette butts.
disintegrate?
Yeah, cigarette butts won't just disintegrate and go away. They sit in the garden.
You piss.
No.
No.
Pissing is better than cigarette butts. Full stop.
Obviously, I can't believe I'm hearing
based
this.
on...
This is very plain seat in Norway.
Wait, hold up. So you're actually saying of something that is vile, firstly, that literally just doesn't even biodegrade. It literally sits in the garden. That is okay. Even more so
he's on the
than
road.
pissing. Come on.
Joe's coming in with a hot rocket.
Yeah.
Sure, like that is just not nice, is it? Pissing in the
But let's
garden.
focus on the thing that you are in support of, the cigarette butts.
I never said I'm in support
Oh, here
of
we
it.
go.
What I said is I'm more in support of that than pissing in the garden.
Now you've just conceded 90.
No, but okay, take away the pissing in the garden. Let's
Yeah.
focus just on the cigarette butts.
Which-
you are in support of that.
Incorrect. What I said...
No. You were justifying why it's okay.
I said... It is like fairly normal in places that happens. But I did also say if you didn't want it to happen and you had told people that, then obviously they should respect.
So that's not what in the group chat. You didn't say that. It was like even when
pull it up.
When I said pull it up.
Get the evidence.
If I go on my phone now,
yes,
it will stop the fucking slider working though.
Lawyer Martin is requesting evidence.
He's requested evidence. At the end of the day, I told people to not do it. And I said that in the group chat to you. I said, can people obviously not do that? Why should you even need to tell people to not fucking throw cigarette butts in your garden? I don't know why. It's like, do you know what I mean?
End of the day, I guarantee you, 99% of people, if someone said to that person who owns the house, do you mind if I go for a piss in a garden? You're like, yeah, go for it. Do you mind if I drop my cigarette butt on your garden? They'd be like, oh, can you not?
If one of you boys came around my house and said, can I go for a piss in the garden? I'd say, use the fucking toilet.
Well, says the one who fucking pisses on his girlfriend in the fucking shower.
When has that ever been a thing?
But you have done that.
So you're saying pissing on a human is better than pissing on a fucking tree?
Wait. But when has that ever been a thing?
92nd minute winner!
Right, so what they do now is they lie to you.
Wait, mate,
but you openly said that on the podcast.
We both said before, in an episode that didn't go out, we both said, oh yeah, we've pissed on our girlfriends before in the shower.
It never went out.
No, but we both have said that, so admit it.
But it's happened once. That happened in the shower, yeah.
Well, that's done all the time.
Wait, make sure you're closer to your mic.
He does it all the time. He does it all the time.
So now we're lying. So now you're going to lie to everyone. After you spent months of building up this relationship of trust with people, you're going to lie.
Very defensive.
No, but that's true.
Dig that hole even
So let's take this back to the original point, which is, from now on, can no one throw cigarette butts in my garden?
And also, it'd be helpful if no one just smoked.
Well, I mean, people are entitled to do what they want in that sense, but just don't throw it on. I mean, I would have thought it's the done thing to not throw them on people's gardens. Obviously, Luke believes that it is, and that fair enough. If he wants people to do that in his garden, then he can, but not mine. So anyways, let's move on to another question now that's going to unite us as friends and not tear us apart.
I will say one quick touch on that last one. Sorry. I do also sometimes piss in the sink. I just thought I'd just openly say that.
Why, though?
Because both toilets were in action, and I was you know when I get bursting?
Wait, but were you drunk?
Huh? You piss in your kitchen sink?
Was it like 1 p.m. in the day and you're just pissing in the sink?
Well, both toilets were out of action, and I was in. No. Both toilets were out of action, and I was busting. Where do you go in a flat?
How often does that happen?
It's happened twice.
Let me just flip this argument.
Maybe 3 times. But it's twice, and I cleaned up after it.
So
I don't think this guy cleans up.
Hang on.
It's just a drain.
So
it's just a fucking drain.
Yeah, but you snotted. Do you remember when you did that in my sink? You literally went up to my sink and just goes and just snots, and it sprays everywhere.
Straight down the drain.
No, and you said that was completely normal as well. You turned around like, what? Why are you
go
so
straight
angry?
down the drain.
No, but it didn't go straight down the drain.
But I would have cleaned it up.
No, but you.
All I'm saying is you cannot defend this or argue against throwing, say, cigarette butts in the garden and then snot rocket in someone's sink and piss in your own kitchen sink when other people live there.
Pissing down a drain, which is going to biodegrade and be recycled.
Biodegrade? You think piss needs...
I'm just using big words Joe used. It's going to recycle rather than having a cigarette butt
Why is
on
your
floor.
piss going to recycle?
Everyone knows it recycles the piss and you drink it again.
No, it just goes to the sea, mate. It goes
through the turbines.
Yeah, so it goes to the sea. Anyways, right, let's move on now because we're friends. Remember? My male friend tried kissing me during a threesome.
So excited.
That's the tagline for this. So here we go. Basically, lads, 3 days ago, me and a close friend of mine found ourselves getting intimate with a female specimen. So it's 2 guys, 1 girl. I was a bit weirded out, but I was drunk, so I just got on with it. After about 5 minutes of messing around with the girl, my mate looked at me and went in for a kiss. I stopped the interaction, left, and I haven't spoken to either of them since. What should I do? So that's like basically me and you, right? So there we are with a girl, and I'm sort of like doing my thing, and I just go.
Last night? Vile.
And how would you react in that situation?
Honestly, I'd be like, stop.
But would you like knock me out?
I would have been like, no, I wouldn't resort to violence straight
Why
away.
would he knock you out?
Well, because I don't know.
You
like,
would.
What? No. If someone, because that's assault essentially. If he's attacking you.
No, he's just going in for a kiss.
I know.
You could just say no.
But what if he's forceful?
Well, then you have every right to knock him out.
Yeah.
Have you been in that position?
No.
So when you're like obviously in the forest having a threesome.
When was I in a forest? I didn't do a threesome in a
I
forest.
thought you said you did a spit roast
You're
in
being
the
a big
forest.
liar today.
No.
Malfoy.
Was it not in the forest?
No, I was in that room.
Where did I get the forest from then?
I don't know. Wait, what? I'm trying to think, like, did something happen in the
I
forest?
swear it did. Did it not?
I don't believe so. Who do you think it was with?
Wait, you're talking about
You
off
were-
the golf course, Damo and...
No. It was like you and spit roasting in the forest.
No, that wasn't a forest, lad.
Was it in the bedroom?
Probably.
Either way.
Wait,
Either
probably.
way.
Where
I don't know. Anyways.
Wait, there's something strange going on here with it.
Huh? What?
Is there some place that you've done it that...
What, done a spit roast? Done a threesome? I've done a threesome in my bedroom, correct. And also in a hotel room.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe it's a hotel room.
Yeah.
Similar to a forest.
Similar
to
to
And a
Oh,
villa.
Ooh, okay.
Anyways, continue.
Oh, okay.
Continue. What's your question?
I don't know. That's it. Like I would not accept that. Just don't kiss me, please.
All right.
But maybe it's just an in the moment thing,
But is it?
and they've overthought it. Mate, people do silly things when you're in the moment. Look at you.
What do I do?
When you get into that sexual moment, you do really strange things.
Oh, what?
Snapchat MILF at 45.
Oh, what? So I start... Yeah, but that's still just me
But you
and,
telling
and
me you
another
never?
girl.
You telling me in the moment you never done something like?
I don't
why did
turn
I do that?
gay.
No, not saying that. Other things. You've never done something like. Why did I do that?
Wait.
Can we have an example?
Wait,
I
Come
have
on,
no
Theo,
examples.
come on,
I have
what?
no examples. But I'm just saying it could have been in the moment
Wait,
thing.
but you must do.
No, I don't. I'm just like, for example,
Why did I do that? Wait, what have you done? Clearly you've done something.
no, I'm trying to. Okay, take for example, True
example.
Geordie.
True Geordie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
what,
when he's not, when he's
Okay.
just sitting in his living room by himself, I'm sure he wouldn't want someone to shit on him.
Yeah.
When he's in the sexual act, maybe it's a different story. Do you know what I'm saying here?
Yeah, no, I do fully see you. But but I'm pretty vanilla when it comes to actual like sex. Like people say, oh, he's a freaky, fruity don, but I don't actually have any like out of the ordinary fantasies other than like older women and you're about to say younger women. No, you're not thinking that because that's not fact. But anyways, yeah, like that's it really.
For these guys, I think you just need to make sure you work out whether or not it was just an in the moment thing or whether you wanted it to go.
I just think consent, I guess. I mean, you can't, like, that's the thing. Like, the thing with sex as well is you don't always go, can I have sex with you?
Can
Or
we change position?
or you don't often just start, you know, it's often,
You connect.
you just feel the vibe and it just happens.
You know when it's going to happen.
That sort of thing. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, but yeah.
On the topic of consent, actually, because I was going through these emails earlier, and we had one from a woman
Yeah.
saying that, like, she was having sex with a boy and he took the condom off halfway through.
Okay.
That's fucked.
That is. Like, do it, like, I don't think enough boys know that is genuinely rape.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's really bad.
So,
like, awful. Wow.
At the moment,
Why are you doing it like that?
No, you're looking at me. Why? We're not laughing. We're just laughing because it's an awkward subject.
You're like, okay, all right.
What are you talking about?
consent has obviously happened with the knowledge that a condom is going to be worn.
And if you take it off, you're a vile human being.
You've then...
Why
you've
No,
obviously...
stop.
No, it's true.
Well, the thing is, okay, right
Look,
now,
we laugh-
no, I'm going to interject. We're laughing because it's a very like, whoa, we're almost in shock by
Yeah,
what he's just
exactly
said.
what I'm saying.
So our response now is to sort of like...
a defense mechanism.
Yeah. So that's why we're not laughing because we're taking it lightly.
We're
Anyways,
also profusely sweating about it.
yeah. So
Recently, like, I saw a news article, like, very recently, that someone has just been put away for 12 years for literally doing that. So they were consensually having sex with a girl, removed the condom halfway through, at which point consent is withdrawn.
Why would you do that?
But she didn't even say, like, you know, don't take the condom off or anything. But I'm saying, like, consent
She had no choice.
is withdrawn at that
She had
point.
no choice about that.
what do you mean?
She had no choice.
What if did she know? How did she?
No, she didn't know until
Exactly.
after then, like, they had completed.
That's what's fucked.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, well, it's good because I didn't know that. I mean, I'm assuming a lot of people didn't know that. So that is fucking important information to know. So there you go, Malfoy.
What happens if it breaks?
That's when it's a bit fun. Because that's the thing. Because, I mean, I don't know about you, but I've had that where
situation,
I'm wearing a condom. I'm under the impression that I'm wearing a condom. By the end of it, I come out and it's just the ring of the condom around the base of my penis.
Where'd it go?
And there's no condom remaining.
Where did it go?
Where did it go? But what happens in that situation?
Then you're both fucking scared, probably.
Yeah.
I don't think that's rape. You know, there has to be like
That's an
intention
honest,
to actually.
That would be
do
so
something.
scary though. When you, I couldn't even imagine
What?
just looking down. And it's like, where's it gone?
Oh, well, after you've
Yeah,
released your product.
it's because he's shagging too hard.
Nah. Anyways, right, let's go for another question.
Very hot in here.
It is very hot in here.
Try wearing a scarf and a robe and a tie.
Actually, a point I just want to quickly add to that condom, consent, rape thing is, what if a girl says that she's on the pill and she's not? So the guy is having sex with her under the impression that she's wearing this. Is that the equivalent?
Just as fucked.
So, but is there any like
It is just as fucked.
law on it?
I'm not 100% sure on that. I know obviously a female cannot rape a male
Wait, why?
What?
because it's to do with penetration.
Oh.
No,
No,
but
a male can
hold
be
up.
sex-
If Theo's mum, no, why did I say that?
Theo's mum
No,
approached
yeah, I did not say that. That was awful. I'm sorry.
No,
about that.
no.
No, but wait, please let me just quickly say
okay.
this point. So, if a girl fucking strapped me down, holding me at gunpoint, fucking popped Viagra's down my throat, and physically, like, fucked me, that's rape, mate.
But even with Viagra, you still need to be stimulated
Yeah,
to
but-
get it
No, I
hard.
think that's besides the point. Like what Joe's saying is if he
Okay.
If she's forcing sex upon me against my will, that's rape, bruv.
You need to get a boner for it to happen.
Yeah, but with the thing is like getting turned on isn't always a conscious thing. Like, as in, so she could through literally if she's put Viagra in me and starts touching my knob,
Probably gonna blow
that
up,
could
yeah.
subconsciously turn me on in a
al-
weird way.
And also to simplify the story, in this hypothetical situation, Joe probably has a boner. Just to
I
make it
probably
easier.
do have a boner, but not out of choice. I don't want one, but you know you can get one without wanting one.
Probably do have a boner.
I probably do have a boner. So therefore, you're telling me lawfully that's not rape?
I can
Look, I'm not the
It's a very
best law
touchy
student on my
subject, innit?
course.
Well, I
But
don't know, but we can fucking talk about it.
It's a tough one.
a male cannot be raped by a female.
See, I think that is fucked, mate.
Can a male rape a male?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can a female rape a female?
So females can't be rapists? Fuck off. Surely
they can,
not.
No, they can be like molesters still.
You can be arrested for sexual assault, yeah.
Look at what's her face, Ghislaine.
I don't know, but
Yeah, well,
anyways.
obviously, like doing things to a child, that makes
That's
you a
fucking
paedophile.
disgusting.
And did you see what Trump said about her?
What?
He said a lot of things.
He said, "I wish her very well."
Oh yeah, no, I saw that.
It's a best
but
mate.
it's-
It's
yeah,
a
where
best mate.
He's in on it. He's a nonce.
Oh
isn't
yeah,
he?
no,
No,
the
100%.
biggest nonce.
She'll die soon.
Oh yeah, she'll be goners. The powerful people will get rid of her. And that's conspiracy theories.
Right, let's go with this one. So, boysies, tonight I had a piss up with the boys, and it was a sick night. 3 boys and 3 girls.
Oh,
The girls didn't come till 10, so me and the boys were drinking up until then, which only left me and the others pissed. I ended up getting with all 3 girls through Spin the Bottle.
who plays that here?
That is your go-to game.
Looks like we have to kiss. The law says we have to kiss.
Spin the Bottle was a good game.
I come round and spend the whole night on the sidelines.
You kiss boys.
Yeah, because I play.
So you don't.
If it-
you don't. So you're not on the sidelines.
If it lands on one of the boys, we'll have a peck.
So, anyways, to continue. So, I ended up getting with all girls through Spin the Bottle, and my mates were unlucky and got nothing.
Unlucky.
Wait.
Oh no, it's
wait.
landed on
No, but
me
that
again.
often happens when we play, innit?
Hang on.
Accident. How's it landed on me again?
There's only 6 people, right? Yeah, something's gone on there. There's 3 boys, 3 girls.
Yeah.
What? And you're telling me the whole time they played the game, it never landed on his boys?
It's just luck of the draw, mate. Luck of the draw.
You've got an
Anyways,
Amazon.
I'll continue. So, I wanted one girl the whole night, and she made it obvious she wanted me. We ended up getting off without any games in the process. One of my mates, who wasn't pissed, seemed extremely jealous and made me feel as if I was in the wrong. But he can't claim her because she isn't his bird. My question is to you lot, was I in the wrong to get with this girl, even though my close mate wanted her even before she came round? Ooh. P.S. Weller, you have a massive cock, so stop stressing out about it, lad. Love you, boys. The content you create is class.
You haven't wrote this email yourself. This literally sounds like the Kylie Jenner night.
Kylie Jenner night?
Yeah, you know. The Kylie Jenner night. You've actually written this.
Oh, what, spin the ball? Yeah, but Weller did.
This was sent in at 2:40 a.m.
Oh, it's classic Wafflin.
Classic. Mate, all our messages that we get sent in are middle of the night, and often when the blokes are in the situation with a girl and they want some advice.
Look, he's not really in the wrong, but it is peak on his mate. It is peak.
But listen. So when on the Kylie Jenner night, well, I need to give some context on that. Okay, so on a night that we've shared, everyone, bar the guys that had had girlfriends, so Luke, apart from Luke, everyone fancied her. All of us fancied her.
Kylie.
And, so when it came to spin the bottle...
Only has to be one winner.
When it came to spin the bottle, it's fair game, right? If it lands on her and anyone, which it did, Kylie Jenner got with... Kylie Jenner is code name for this girl, if you hadn't realised. Yeah, so...
Really?
Reese boy.
Reese. So, you fucking hated it.
No. But this is the thing. I was honestly just like, well, it's the game. But genuinely, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
game.
But now...
It's a game of life.
Even after... No, wait.
What we should say is, had, for example's sake, you had told all us boys prior to that, like, I've been speaking to this girl for X amount of time, I really, really like her. I feel like, and let's say I was participating for the sake of this, I certainly would have been like, oh yeah, like don't worry, mate, like I won't go near her.
Yeah.
Well, let's put it into context. That happens, and that night Reese shags her. You're heartbroken, crying.
Yeah,
heartbroken, especially after how elated you were. Like when it actually happened.
No,
would have been heartbroken.
And obviously, in this scenario, you have informed us that you like this girl. Yeah. You've been speaking.
Guys,
I
really
I haven't been speaking.
No, this is the scenario.
Oh, this is hypothetical.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's very different. If you're just playing a game and on the night, like your mate is like, oh, like she's a bit of me, but like it ends up you two have more of a spark. I think, well, that's fair game. Do you know what I mean? Like you've had the same opportunity. If someone's been speaking to them for a while, they're like, I really like this girl. I think as a mate.
Yeah. Should I tell you? Yeah, no, and that's the thing. I completely agree with that in terms of like, there's got to be that level of respect. Now, I'm going to, as always, be very honest and open and say that one time, so my friend invited this girl round here, and it was her and I think it was her sister. Anyways, so
it's you, your mate, and these sisters.
Yeah.
Related sisters.
Yeah.
Family members.
Wait, and what happened is we all were, laughing and joking.
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
A bit of spin the bottle here and there. And I ended up getting on quite well with the girl that he invited around.
Awkward.
And it was really good. But at this moment, it was like, oh no, because he obviously invited her around. They weren't like, it was literally he invited her around because he wanted to have sex with her. It wasn't like a, fuck off. It wasn't like a girlfriend type thing, but...
It was a hookup.
Yeah, but it was the fact that I ended up
stealing,
having sex with her.
So the intention was you would probably try and hook up with the sister, but really...
So I'm a bad man.
Yeah,
I'm a bad guy.
Did he go home?
No,
sad,
no, because he was living here at the time.
Oh.
And basically, obviously, him and the sister didn't get along at all.
That's awkward.
So it was just sort of like them two down there, whilst I've literally been the biggest prick in the world and stolen her. But at the same time, it's the thing of like, well, we got along. So it's sort of like, why would you intercept that? But I literally understand how I was an arsehole in that situation.
That is peak for him.
Yeah, I also think that it's, and I'm not defending you because I personally wouldn't have done that.
Looks so
but
sad.
if he was just getting around to have a go on her, that is very different to him being like, oh, I'm getting around because, you know, I think I can really pursue something here. If it was like, oh, I really want to have sex with her.
I think I'm a dickhead. No, thinking about it right now.
That's a big peak move.
No, listen, this is where I'm a bit of a narcissist. And what you were saying at the beginning of the podcast around me, I think I can get any girl, I think this is more where it goes down. I think the thing of like, if I get on with a girl, it's like, well, it's almost like I wouldn't go, oh no, I'm not going to continue speaking to her because she's with another guy.
You don't care about the scenario.
That's almost like, that's dickhead move. But now thinking about the evidence that I've clearly shown, that I think that's more it.
You get
I almost think it's like no girls off limits. But yeah, they are, because I wouldn't go with someone that's clearly got a boyfriend. But if it's like they're not a boyfriend and it's just a girl, well then, would I go for them?
I think maybe you get narrow-minded by the thought of, we have this connection, nothing can stop it, no matter what the scenario and situation is.
Yeah, I think you think like, oh, well, you know.
They'll understand, we got a connection.
It's nature.
It's the game.
It's fair game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the game.
But then you do have to have that sort of balance between fair game and respect.
Hurting your friends' feelings.
Yeah, especially, I definitely, if I was in your shoes, I would not have done that.
He would have gone to bed very sad and lonely.
But I think it's where, just like overall, I say with that particular friend, it was never, like, it's been scenarios where, okay, I fancy this girl and he gets along with her better, so therefore, you know, I've never gone, oh, what, you're not allowed to do that. I think that was the thing overall. Like, the thing was that it's never, oh, if I want this girl, that's it. It's like, if you vibe, then you vibe. And I think that's because that happened a few times as well. Like, if we were away and stuff. So it wasn't just, oh, I can steal whoever I want. It was more of just a thing of like fair game. And I think that's through that friendship is where I sort of developed the thing of, look, if two people get along, they get along. So like, and I don't think like in that sense I can be disputed, because if I have fancied someone and they have gone with someone else, I haven't like started or kicked off. I actually haven't.
You haven't. I know.
I've gone, well, fair play then. It's fair game.
But that doesn't mean doing it is right just because you haven't kicked off.
No. But as in like, say if a particular friendship group, say if like your friendship group all like are on the thing of like, okay, no one owns anyone. If you get along with someone or your mate gets along with someone, even if you fancy her, if they get along better, then let them get on with it. If a friendship group has that sort of vibe, then that's okay as well. It doesn't have to be one way of like, if someone likes someone, then only they're allowed to go for them. Saying that, it also, if in your friendship group, everyone is more in agreement that, hang on, if someone's actually said, I like this girl and I actually want to pursue something, you know, there's also that element as well.
Rules, basically.
Well, not rules,
but as in the sort of like the sort of standards that your friendship group adheres to. You know, play by them. If everyone is like fair game, but if you've got a sensitive mate maybe that would not take it very well, do you know what I mean?
I think it's good to this is where it's good to talk, because it's good 100%. To establish between your friendship group like where you're at, because me and my friend at that time had sort of that conversation and were sort of on the same page, kind of in that sense. Overall, but if you hadn't had that conversation or you weren't on the same page and you just did it, that's where there can be some serious falling outs and serious problems. So, yeah,
it's definitely not worth falling out of a girl.
Yeah. Oh,
I've had it in the worst way possible, and looking back, it is absolutely not worth it.
No, not at all.
But now look at you two, you're better than ever.
No, you're best friends.
Exactly.
There's been a lot of incest within our friendship group as a whole.
Look at Stannard.
Look at Stannard, mate.
Oh, he hasn't been mentioned for a while.
He hasn't been mentioned.
Stannard. We're going to get him on at some point, but I think let's go to this next question. Yep. Joe Weller's dilemma.
Ooh.
Going to talk about me again? Nah, I'll do that a bit too much.
They're going to pick your
Should I do this one? No, wait, I'll read it.
I think this will be good to sort of round off on, because it's something that needs to be discussed.
All right. Okay. Hi, guys. I've been watching Wafflin from the start and have thoroughly enjoyed it throughout. Hey. However, the Joe Weller I see on Wafflin is completely different to the one I see on Joe's main channel. Every video, usually unscheduled, is a brand deal. It seems like the passion has gone completely and is only active for a source of Joe's income. I feel like if the podcast was as popular as Joe's main channel, Joe wouldn't post on his main channel anymore. Would love to hear both Theo's and Luke's opinion on this, but more importantly, Joe's. Love the podcast, boys. Keep it up. P.S. Theo's definitely got a small cock.
I don't think that's
It does actually say that. It does.
Well, obviously I don't.
So what do you think on that
think
matter?
He's completely spot on. I don't think you see your main channel as like a cash cow, but you definitely do not want to post on it. I think you're getting to the point as well. You know how he said if Wafflin was just as popular, you would never post, and I think you're there. Because I think I'd argue that Wafflin is more engaged and more popular than your main channel to a certain extent. You have a better connection.
Yeah, views aren't everything.
And I think it's very obvious, and you tell us all the time, it's done now. It's time to say goodbye for now. Maybe in the future. It's time to let go and focus on something you actually enjoy.
I mean, I'd agree in the sense of I only really upload on my main channel when I have to.
Yeah.
I.e., if a big brand deal comes in and it's like, well, I can't really say no because it's a decent amount of money and I need the money to freaking... I got to a point where I was literally... I had nothing in my bank account anymore.
I remember that.
Mate, it got to a point where I was like, I've waited around. I was waiting to get the passion back. I was waiting to feel like I want to make videos again. I was in Bali and all of that. And it got to a point where, oh God, the passion's not back. But fucking hell, I've literally used up every penny I have, like, essentially.
People won't believe that. Like, it actually got to a point where it's like zero.
Yeah, essentially. I was like bankrupt. And
we were sitting on a plane, weren't we?
Yeah.
And like, I didn't believe that you didn't have any money. So we both pulled up our bank accounts. And I am a student and had nothing in my account. And Joe actually had less than me.
And it was at that point that I was literally like, I need to make videos purely to just fucking afford my house, afford my car. Like literally just to fucking stay afloat.
Yeah, I remember
so
that.
that's where I was like, right, what could bang? Body transformation. That I know, I'm making that video. That's why I made that's the ultimate reason why I made a 1 year body transformation. Because I knew gym sports videos have really good CPM. So how much money they earn. And because it's family friendly, there's no swearing, they do really well as well. And obviously it's quite motivational. So I did that and that earned a nice amount. And then, mate, that's why obviously I did the fucking KSI Logan stuff, because that bangs. And mate, it was literally, I can't tell you how toxic that was. And it has been making videos only with money as the drive, because that is totally not what I'm about. Like what feeds my soul is fucking being creative, being a fucking pioneer, you know, making new, unique content that makes people go, wow. And the fact that I obviously haven't done that, and instead it's almost like how I've felt towards my main channel is how I'd feel towards working a 9 till 5. It's like I'm just doing for the sake of it. And that's where, fuck me, that's why it comes through as there's no passion there, because there's not.
Was the Miami video with Nico? Oh
yeah, that was brand deal. I fucking hated watching that back. And as well, my most recent 5 videos I've privatized, because watching them back, mate, it's not me. That's not me. Like, this is me. Like, me on Wafflin is the only place I feel like I'm actually myself.
It just shows, because think how oh mate, that Miami video was like just so like shit to make, to be part of, because it was so forced. Whereas, do you remember when we used to film 10 things you do at school back in the day when you had the passion?
Yeah, well, when
that's so fun, because it was new and exciting. And
well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, obviously at the beginning, and this is what happens with everything. This is what I've also come to terms with, that everything at one point it's new, and then it gets old, and then you move on. Like, nothing just stays like with the same sort of like enthusiasm, passion and drive forever. And that's obviously what messed with me, because I'd look at the first sort of internet melts, the first sort of exploring videos, all of that, and be like, why can't I just be like that? Why can't I be like that? But it's natural to grow and progress and move on. And that's where I believe that now, fuck trying to force making main channel videos when I don't want to. Let's do the waffling thing. But this is another point I have written down. Obviously, I've just signed a big fucking deal.
Big fuck off deal.
A massive deal, which at this point I won't name it, but it's a huge deal that's worth a lot of money.
Outrageous amount of money.
But what's involved is making a whole load of main channel YouTube videos, doing something that's so not something I do. And it's at this point where I'm like, mate, I'm literally, that's essentially selling out. Because I'm at a point now where I'm not like scraping for cash, but it's where I'm like, mate, anyone on this planet in their right mind offered that money to on paper do what they're asking me to do would do it. But it just so happens, mate, that's the most toxic thing in the world for my head.
Borderline, any amount of money couldn't bring you to be making those videos and like being forced to doing it to an extent, or probably.
And what I want to say is obviously like I've been filming with you since we were like maybe 16, 15.
Yeah.
And not even more recently, but since we've been doing it recently, like I can see how little you enjoy the whole thing. Whereas when we used to do it, you were in your absolute element and you absolutely loved it. Like the whole day was like a good experience, start to finish.
I think Miami just summarized it like nothing went right, everything went wrong. It was stress. It was horrific.
Well, yeah, and it's the thing. Like obviously, that Miami one was the one that you were present for. Whereas obviously, every video that me and Luke try and film, where Luke's basically the cameraman, it's just. Oh, it's the most draining. You can tell I don't want to be there. I don't want to be doing it. Like, you know, I've been trying to film another body transformation video. Man, I don't want to make it. And it's like we tried to do a video where I lived like Conor McGregor for 24 hours. Oh my God, mate. I've never been, desire.
This is the thing, right? Because I see, like, you speak about this with, or you have spoken about this with quite a few people online, like recording it, and they're like, drop you all this advice, which like, yeah, it's like appreciated, but until you see it, and like, I don't want this to come across as in the wrong way, but like the issue is you, if that makes sense. There's nothing you can do because the problem is you. And until you witness that, as in like these people offering advice, I don't think they'll truly understand.
Look, the problem is as well, more than anything, if I'm not powered by passion, I am useless.
Yeah, 100%.
Like literally, and that's what we're seeing. It's like I've lost all ability to do a main channel video because I don't actually want to.
I feel like you need to actually say goodbye. For now, and
but this is the thing.
It would be like,
I know. But this is the thing as well. Like I've obviously just signed this huge deal. I need to pull out of it, don't I?
Pull out. I don't know.
I need to pull out
every day. It's the same. I need to do it. And you don't do it.
Well, I need to.
Why?
Should I pull out right now?
Yes, because think about it. The reason you're not pulling out is because you've probably got people in here saying that's a lot of money.
Well, it's a lot of money, mate.
Yeah.
Like, I almost want to say the figure and be like, guys, what would you do?
No, you can't say it. I can say it.
No, can you though? I don't think you can.
Well, let's just say.
I don't think.
Look,
it's close to being.
No, wait. Don't say anything. But what I will say is a lot of people will not earn that figure over 4 years.
Yeah,
we can say that.
Years.
But yeah, but then this is where it's so toxic because I'm like, I should be so happy and grateful. Yeah, and grateful that I'm given this opportunity. But it's like, just so happens to be that in turn makes it far more toxic. But then I'm like, well, mate, you should fucking work an actual normal job for a week and then see how it's really like, you fucking pussy hole.
But also at the same time, it's so important in life, not only to say yes to things, but also have the ability to say no.
Yeah, so true, mate. So true. Like, literally so true. Do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Do you really want to sign that deal, have lots of money, materialistic things, and be in the pits
of hell?
The absolute pits.
That's basically, like where you just feel like, and no, I don't. Like, at the end of the day, as long as I'm, like this TV show that I'm filming that starts, for the whole of the month of August, getting paid a fraction.
Still a good fee,
but a fraction of what this bigger deal is. Yeah. But because what is involved in this TV show is honestly like it's a pure life-changing experience for for me as a person to go and prove that I can fucking do something when I put my mind to it. Like that is worth so much more than the bigger figure.
It's not just a physical, but it's also a mental barrier you got to do for this. Because, like, mate, I'm not being funny. Like, it's actually going to be like horrible.
Yeah.
you'll probably hate it.
Right. Well,
but
yeah.
when you get on the other side of it, elation.
Yeah, so that he's talking about the TV show
the
that
challenge.
I'm doing. Yeah, this challenge that I'm doing, like when it all comes out, most people are going to go, that's impossible.
But that elation will mean so much more than the money sitting in your bank account. Doing nothing, by the way.
Yeah.
Just sitting there.
This is the difference. Like when you complete this challenge of
when?
you know, the TV show.
Yeah.
It's not, once you do it, it's going to be like a reward. It's like, wow, I've completed it. Yeah. Whereas let's say you take this big deal and you complete it, all it's going to be at the end is relief of like, wow, thank God I'm out of the worst 6 months of my life.
Well, yeah, and that's what all these brand deals, like this guy's mentioning about, oh yeah, Joe's main channel videos, it's always a brand deal. Like all of these brand deals, that's how it is. It's like, I can't wait for this to be over. It's like, I say that, but
But at the same
feel
time,
like I'm being spoiled.
No, at the same time, you actually did need to do that for a little bit.
Yeah, I did need it because I physically really needed the money. Whereas
But now you're coming out the other side.
Yeah, now that and we have the Wafflin exclusive Mafia Club, which, mate, if that could be our main source of income, that would be fucking amazing.
And then because we could then dedicate.
Yeah, I'd love to dedicate. If I could make my and our living through being essentially having you as our mates, that's essentially what the setup is. That is fucking goals, rather than having to do shit that don't want to do.
It's a sort of a similar situation as Logan. He was pretending to be this character, so to speak, or an extension of himself, and he blew up. It all went tits up. And now people like him again after a big transformation period, but he's being himself, and he's found that ability to be himself on camera, which I think is what's happening here.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like with Wafflin, that's why I fucking love it so much, because, you know, I could pick up a camera if I know I'm filming for my main channel. I've got no ability. I literally feel like shit. I feel like it's weird. I have no confidence. If I know I'm talking to the Wafflin Mafia, you are all my friends, and I feel like so just able to be myself.
Connected.
Yeah, and it's mental. It is some sort of psychological barrier, but all I know is that I enjoy this. So this is what I want to dedicate completely to. And if financially I can do that and not need to worry about doing brand deals, then that's fucking amazing. So everyone, sign up to the Wafflin Mafia Club when it comes out. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, we also went to a Ferrari garage a couple of days ago.
Nah, we can't. We're not that.
Yeah. I don't care about fast cars.
Anyways, that is where we're going to end it on this one. We may record one more Wafflin episode before I go away and do this TV show. But yeah, stick around.
Yeah, we need to make sure we stress that. Like, we are back in September.
Yeah, we are coming back. We just need, I think for conversation and all of that, we need a bit of, because, it's necessary. Anyways, we love you guys. Thank you for supporting. Listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts if you fancy it. And until next time, it's been the boys. Peace.